Hi, so allow me to introduce you to EPMAS, our most advanced property management system yet. So once you visit our demo site, that is demo.epmas.app, you'll be presented with this login where you can choose to log in whether as a tenant or a landlord or supplier, or you can log in as staff down here. Then here you can enter your credentials, that is email and password, which have been shared. Once you are logged in, you'll be presented with this dashboard. Please bear with us. The data here is a bit stale, so it's around a year old data. So we have not yet had time to scramble the recent data. So we'll see the portfolio breakdown, the occupancy level, and the overall arrears. The same can be broken further down into teams and all that. The menu here level, you have properties and facilities. So under properties, you can view your properties, workflow approvals, landlords, marketing campaigns. Under facilities, you have some tickets here, the procurement requests and tenders. Then you have suppliers and contracts. Then under agency and leases, you have leases, tenants, and of course lease application processes. And of course you have a property sale. So this is for selling properties. Then of course you have some quick actions here you can do. You can initiate a workflow approval for things like tenant billing, credit note, requesting a credit note, receipting, terminating lease, deposit refund, and such. You can also initiate a new workflow request, a new procurement request. You can also initiate an LO application, and you can add a new property. Then of course you have some quick reports here, things like tenant statements, things like tenancy schedule, things like billings and collections, and of course arrears and debt analysis. Then under finance, you have invoices, that are invoices for tenants, credit notes, receipts, remittances. So remittances are for landlords. Then under facilities, you have things like utility billings, you have supplier bills, and you have things like payment vouchers to pay landlords, and of course, again, suppliers. And then you have settlements. So settlements settles the payment vouchers that have been created. Then under accounting, you have customer invoices. So these ones are different from these tenant invoices. So customer invoices are invoices of things that you, as the management agent, you are owed by other people and you want to invoice them. Those are people like landlords for things like management fees and things like letting fees. So the system generates, when you generate a remittance, it automatically generates a management fee. When you add a new lease, it automatically generates a letting fee. So this is for agents. Then you have, of course, bank accounts. These are the accounts for different tenants. Accounts for different tenants, landlords, suppliers. They have their accounts. Then, of course, there are bank accounts. And then some definitions of some account types. Then you can, of course, you have new quick actions like a new receipt, a new payment voucher, a new settlement, and a new bank account. Then some quick reports like management fee report, income and expenditure reports, property expenses, and of course expenses summary. Under settings, you have a lot of things that you can do here. Then under reports, you have billing. Under properties, you have billings and collections. Then some collections reports, that is individual collections now for each property, a summary, and of course legal fees collections. Then you have some tenancy reports here, that's tenancy schedule and summary occupancy. Then you have for property sales, that is for the agency team. And these are, they can show you the status of selling sales of units and all those. Then under facilities, you have income and expenditure. Then expenditure reports, that is property expenses, expenses summary, service charge versus expenses summary. Then you have some bill submissions and of course bill payments. Under tax and financial report, you have management fee report. So that is the income that you get from all the management services you do. Then you have a VAT analysis. You have for both output and input. Then you have VAT withholding. That is the 2% and the 2% VAT and the 5% professional labor. Then you have the tenant withholding. So these are tenants that you either they withheld either they are withholding rental income or VAT instead of paying directly. Then you have debt management, so you have some tenant deposits, so all the deposits that you have. Then you have aging report, then you have debtors listing, and of course opening balances, so this one is not yet done. Then you have some other reports like the management contracts. These are contracts between you and the landlords. Then you have things like supplier contracts, that is the contract between supplier and landlords. So on the dashboard, there are so many information that you can get. Sorry, just a minute. So the management here, there are so many you can get. That is billings and collections. You can see billings and collections. You can see billing summary, collection summary, and of course service charge utilization, pending bills, and things like tickets overview, list status trackers, and all that. So soon we'll fill out the data for up until the June of this year, and you'll be able to see all this data visualized.